Hi everyone, welcome to the Fire Mountain Gems and Beads Jewelry Making Studio for another one of our series of great seed bead stitch videos. Today's stitch is the Russian spiral. Isn't it pretty? I can imagine this with fire polished beads or crystals or any number of things. In this case, I've used a size 8 seed bead and a size 11 seed bead, but you can use whatever you like, of course, and please do experiment. It's really fun. This is a great stitch. It's really easy. You just have to trust it's going to work. Like any stitch, the hard part is getting started. So once it's started, it just goes like crazy. To start it, we're going to start by making a circle of beads. And I'm going to use one A. I'm going to call this one my A. And I'm going to use 2 B's. Those are my B's. Now I need to knock that off my needle. There we go. I'm going to need 3 sets of those. So there's one set, another A, and 2 B's, another A, and 2 B's. There are my 3 sets, and I'm going to turn those into a circle by pulling my needle through them. And I am using a 3-pound fire line in a smoke color today, but whatever beading thread you like to use that. I'm going to go through the beads again to form my circle. I'm trying to do this in such a way you can actually see what I'm doing. This is not the awkward way I would probably normally do it. Okay, pull that through. And make a circle of beads. Go. And then I can just tie a knot. In fact, I've already tied my own little knot right there inadvertently. That's all right. It can just stay there while I make an ordinary knot, just an overhand knot. Pull it nice and tight to make my circle. And I'll double it up, make sure it doesn't come out. I am leaving about, I don't know, an 8-inch tail so that you have some thread left over for attaching your clasp or whatever finishing you want to do to your Russian spiral. Okay, so there's my circle of A's and B's. And I am going to go through a couple more beads. I'm going to go through an A and one of the B's so that I come out between 2 B's right there. I'm coming out through those 2 B's. And this is where it all starts, as I'm going to pick up 1 A and 2 B's. 1 A and 2 beads. I'm going to skip whatever A is next in my circle and go through the very next B bead right there. Come out between 2 B beads. And pull that nice and snug. And that's basically it. We're going to keep doing that same thing. I'm going to pick up an A, 1 A, and 2 B's. I'm going to skip the next A in the circle, which is this one right here, go through the B right after it, and come out between those 2 B's. Pull that all snug. And like I said, the beginning of any stitch is the most difficult part. So trust yourself, keep your tension as tight as you can until this actually starts to work. I'm going to pick up an A and 2 B beads. I'm going to skip this A and go through that next B, coming out between the 2 B's. So really what I've got now is sort of like this weird little flower thing. And as we tighten this up, it's all going to tighten up. And here we go. We're going to keep going. Make sure I've got it in the same orientation I've always had it. I'm going to do an A, 2 B's. I'm going to skip this A, go through that B, just like that. Trust it's going to work. And as we come up, you'll see it's starting to work. An A, 2 B's. skip the next A in the circle and go through that B right there. Keep pulling everything tight, and eventually we're going to get it all up into this nifty little spiral. It'll work. It will work. It will work. Trust yourself. An A and 2 B's, skipping this A, going through the next B. Pull that through. Ah, now we're starting to see it. I am seeing it. I hope you are. Just keep remembering that. An A, 2 B's, skip the next A in line, go through the B. Oh yeah, we got it going now. Just trying to keep everything tight, keep your direction. Remember what direction you're going when I flip those around. Sorry about that. And remember an A, 2 B's, go through the, skip that A right there and go through the next B. I am going counterclockwise. You can go clockwise if you like. Just remember what direction you're going and keep your direction the same. In fact, now that it's actually starting to work, remember A and 2 B's. Skip an A, go through that B. Now that it's starting to work, it's almost like the bead you need to go through, it like sticks up and tells you, this is the bead you need to go through. A, 2 B's, come on. See that bead sticking up right there? That is the one, just after the A. Right through there. In fact, I'm just going to go a little faster if you don't mind. I guess maybe you can slow down your take if you need to see it better, because this can go very fast. A and 2 beads. You get to add 3 beads with every stitch, which is an improvement on many seed bead stitches. Can you see it? See it starting to happen? How's that? Just remember an A, 2 B's, skip the next A and go through that bead right there. And we can keep going like that until you reach the length you need. And sometimes you may have to add additional lengths of thread because you don't want to work with too big a piece. And just keep going. Oh, please go out and take this stitch, experiment with it, try some different beads, different size beads, different quantities of beads, because you can make this spiral bigger around if you like. Whatever you like, have fun with it. I look forward to seeing what creations you make, and thanks ever so much for joining us, Fire Mountain Gems and Beads. Happy beading!